What's up guys, Knife Jim here, back with another guide video. Today we're going to be talking about Indeedee, female. It's mainly here really as like a partner for Armarouge, since Armarouge is such a good Pokemon in the meta, having access to Expanding Force, being the only Pokemon that has access to Expanding Force, and Indeedee being the only Pokemon that can set that Psychic Surge. Also, Indeedee has a new tool this time around, which is Trick Room, which was weird because a lot of people thought it was like a glitch, but now it's just legal, I guess. This Pokemon is really solid. It's very defensive. It has a good typing of Psychic Normal, which is pretty good. You have Follow Me, which it's one of the only Pokemon in the entire meta that has access to Follow Me. We have a few different builds. I actually have 3 different builds. 2 are fairly similar, but yeah, let's get right into it. One is physically defensive and one is specially defensive. Spoilers. Starting it off, we have Safety Goggles on this first set. Safety Goggles is really good with Follow Me, being able to redirect a Mungus Spore, which is a really big thing plaguing the meta currently. We also have Psychic Surge as the ability. This comes as a no-brainer. Then we have Follow Me, Helping Hand, Psychic, and Protect. Psychic is its best tool for damage. We also have Psyshock and Dazzling Gleam as great options for that, and those are featured on other builds as well. And then we also have Protect here. Just it's very good in VGC. Into the spread, we have a 252 HP spread, 196 into defense, and 60 into special defense. We have Bold Nature giving it plus defense and minus attack because we're not using the attack anyway. Here's the damage calc that made this 196 so good. We have Meowscarada here with 252 attack, maxed attack. It's not the nature though, because that's not super common. It is there, but it's not super common. And we have Choice Band as well. As a good modifier. We have Knockoff here at 85 to 99% damage into our 252 HP, 196 defense. That is the benchmark that we needed to hit for the physical defense is Meowscarada, Knockoff. So we're looking pretty good there. And we're not going to be looking to use very frequently attacking moves. So the Sucker Punch is less likely to matter on this matchup, but it might come up sometimes, especially if you're running like a Dazzling Gleam build. Then you're looking to like Dazzling Gleam and hit pretty good damage, and then they Sucker Punch and might hit that 31% in knockout. So keep that in mind. Next, we have our second build here, and it's going to follow suit pretty similar, but it does have a different spread. Starting off, we do have Safety Goggles as well, because I just think Safety Goggles is very, very good. Now, you could change this. I've seen people using Rocky Helmet. I've seen people using Colberberry, but if you're using Colberberry, you're going to want a different spread than this because this is, you know, not calced for Colberberry. You can also see like Psychic Seed, and then once again, different calc as that gives you a +1 in your special defense. And I've seen a couple other options as well. Focus Sash, you know, Pinch Berries, things like that. But I do really like the Safety Goggles with Follow Me. I just think it gives you a lot of a better matchup in the Amoonguss. Psychic Surge, this isn't going to change. With Follow Me, Helping Hand, Psychic, Protect, the same 4 moveset. Now, this can change, of course. You know, if you want to change it up some, you can run Dazzling Gleam here. If you don't want to run the Protect, that's okay. There's screens. You have a lot of options, but I really like this set. This has been the best set for me. It's been working really good, and it's been very good as well. Just like in tournament results, I've been looking at teams, and this is the most consistent set. Trick Room is also a very valuable option, but then you're going to want to just like change this spread up a little. You're not going to need that 4. You're going to take this away and take this away and put it here. But, you know, we're not working with a Trick Room spread this time. So let's look at the spread. We have a really interesting spread here. 244 into HP, 124 into defense, 132 into special defense, and then the leftover 4s put in speed and special attack. With Bold Nature here, once again, giving us plus defense and minus physical attack. Now, let's go ahead and show off a calc for this one. We have Hydreigon for our special attacking benchmark. This is the most used special attacking Pokemon in the meta that can hit this thing super effectively. Of course, Indeedee can run into Golden Go, and it runs, you know, Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, all that kind of stuff, and we're okay in that matchup. You know, we are just living. I'll go ahead and show a little calc here in a moment of that as well. But Hydreigon is the main one we're looking at doing saving here, right? We have 84 to 99% from a 252 special attack and Life Orb. Not nature here as well. It's not going to be modest Hydreigon. It's not very frequently. We usually see timid nature currently in the Hydreigon. And sometimes we don't even see Life Orb. A lot of the time we'll see Assault Vest or maybe even a choice item. If it's a choice item, well, you guys know the deal. It's going to knock us out. But for the Indeedee-F here, we have 244 into HP and 132 into special defense. And also that defense, or that nature, is going to be plus in defense, not in special defense. So that 84 to 99% damage is looking really good for that Dark Pulse. This makes this matchup a lot more manageable. Of course, it can, you know, Tera, but it's usually going to be a Tera Steel or Fire. We very infrequently see a Tera Dark here. So, pretty good calc. And if you didn't believe me, here it is, the Special Attack 252 calc for Choice Specs. Golden Go hits 56 to 66 on the Make It Rain and 38 to 45 on the Thunderbolt single targeting. So, you know, we're even in range to potentially live a Make It Rain into Thunderbolt. Of course, that's not going to happen on a Choice Specs build. But even like, you know, as long as it doesn't set up a nasty plot in front of us, then we're looking really good in this matchup. We have one final build for Indeedee. It's going to be a really interesting build that sets up with Trick Room, which is new to this Pokemon, and has Colbur Berry. So this is more so a dark counter. You have Colbur Berry to make sure you live dark attacks, and you have Dazzling Gleam to make sure you knock out those dark Pokemon. So this is a really cool build, and I like it a lot. Colbur Berry as the item gives you half damage on super effective dark attacks targeting the Indeedee, which is really good in this meta plagued by a lot of strong dark Pokemon. Hydreigon and Meowscarada are both top 10 Pokemon, almost top 5 actually. Yeah, Hydreigon is top 5 and Meowscarada is just shy of top 5. I think it's like number 7 or number 8 or something. But it's very solid to have a Colbur Berry in this current meta. Now this one will feature the Trick Room on the actual Indeedee instead of just Armarouge. And we have Trick Room to, you know, trick the room. And then we have Follow Me, Heal Pulse, and Dazzling Gleam. Now, of course, you can switch this up some if you want to put Protect on the set. You can change it up. You can change Healing Pulse into, you know, of course, Helping Hand. Dazzling Gleam is really the one doing the heavy lifting here. So this build is more so centered into, like, fighting those dark Pokemon instead of, like, wanting to live attack if we have to be in front of those dark Pokemon. The spread is the same as the first spread, you know, that same physical defensive nature here, or same physical defensive build. We have 252 into HP, 196 into defense, and 60 into special defense. This does live that choice band knockoff from the Meowscarada, but we do have the Colbur Berry, so we don't really need to worry about that quite as badly. Now, we do have Relaxed Nature as well, which gives us a plus in defense and minus in speed, and we also here have 0 IVs in speed, so no good speed. So, you know, this works the best under Trick Room. We hit the benchmark of 81. We hit the number 8. We hit the number 81 here for speed, which is pretty okay. Not great, not the best in the world, but not bad. And once we're up against other teams that that aren't Trick Room dependent, that aren't Trick Room centered, well, this is pretty slow. We have a few options to cover here, and I already talked about most of them. We have Reflect, Light Screen. We have Fake Out, which is maybe not the best target, but it's good against Murkrow, and Murkrow almost exclusively. There's other things in the meta, things like Dragonite and Hydreigon that have Levitate and Flying, but really, Fake Out's not the best option in the world because it kind of counteracts with Psychic Surge. And then we also have Psyshock, which is a good option. You know, it damages targets based on defense, which is just cool as a little mix-up if you don't want to run Psychic on there, as you are really special attacking with this and Armarouge. It's not a bad option. That's it. That's all the options. Pinch Berries are good. I've seen Focus Sash. I've seen, you know, like Choice Specs in the past work with Indeedee a little bit more like offensive, and that was really with like Expanding Force. So now that we don't have a lot of great damaging options, really looking at like Psychic, Psyshock, Dazzling Gleam. Said that weird, Dazzling Gleam. But all together, I think the best way to play it is definitely defensive instead of like offensive. So I think the Life Orb, Choice Specs kind of builds don't really work as well in this current meta as they did in Sword and Shield. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. That's going to be it. Goodbye.